Slop City Podcast!
Oh, that's beautiful.
That loves her family and never stops.
Is it on?
Yeah,
Because I'm going to press this thing for 60 minutes.
I think that is a great
Look, it's already counting down.
guys. The podcast has already started.
Yeah, you better get over here. Get
Welcome,
ready.
welcome to the podcast. We're here. I'm wearing my Slop City earrings to show you guys that we're still dedicated to the cause.
And I don't even know where mine are. So
That's okay. You moved. Okay, you can't know where your shit is.
I think they're in my earring holder, to be honest. Ow.
The gals that brought us these Slop City earrings, I believe it was in Atlanta.
It was somewhere over there on the East Coast.
No, I think it was at the Atlanta, right? When Nick Murphy opened for us.
Isn't that the East Coast?
No, Atlanta's south, brother.
Huh?
Or Baba, that's the south.
I thought it was over there on the East Coast.
Do people that live in Georgia, if they're claiming that they live in the East Coast, they're wrong. That's like,
Well, I've lived in Georgia for 30 years, and we refer to our state as the East Coast.
oh my God.
Well, I was agreeing with you.
No, I thought that was great. It's just very funny.
Whoa, Jesus Christ.
But I remember I think it was, I don't know, could have been Chicago. Who knows? I'm grateful for them. They're cute. And yeah, as we've said the last 2 weeks when we were in Randy's nice place, dude, we just needed a fucking break. Like, and it's,
Sometimes you need a break.
yeah, you need to recharge. I understand the spoons theory so much more now. And I mean, like I said, the lady that told me that I needed to slow down at my restaurant job 8 years ago when she grabbed my arm and told me I needed to calm down, she was right. And I hate to admit it, I should have punched her at the time just to let her know. But either way, sometimes you just got to slow down, brother.
I was thinking on the way here about how we were talking about how we complain and stuff. And I think it's because we're not taught about sensory issues. I learned from children with autism about sensory needs and sensory issues. I didn't know anything. I just thought I'm a cranky old bat.
Yeah.
And now I know there's reasons why I'm uncomfortable. It's because my clothes are too tight, or it's too much noise, or someone's talking and there's music. Now that I have an understanding of why my body feels weird, everything is so much better.
Amen.
And they need to start teaching people about their sensory needs.
They really do. It's something that we don't talk about. And I was telling my therapist, and I think I've said it on the pod lately, but like just with getting on medication for me, like that now it's basically like being on medication for ADHD has helped me be more aware of my body and like what I actually need.
What you're feeling at that current time?
Yeah, like I notice the sensory stuff. There's times where I'm like, oh, I actually can't stand this kind of light. Like it gives me a headache. Or I've like noticed when things are too loud and you know, I definitely noticed a lot on tour. It's like a lot of the overwhelm that I feel is, yes, it's my surroundings, but a lot of it, more so that I've realized now, is how I cope with a lot of it. So I'm having to like deprogram and like re-fucking program my entire body and mind and like how I respond to things too. Because it's like not everything is like a restaurant. Just when someone is like, hey, do you know where this is? They're not asking because table 52 is about to call the police if we don't have ranch or cauliflower crust pizzas. Like, I don't have to respond as like aggressively and as quickly anymore. Like, I really am reprogramming that part of my brain. And I think a lot of people that have like worked in high stress places, because it's like, you think about Sportsman's, when I worked there, like, fucking, it is overstimmy city, bro.
Sim City. And a lot of people don't know that why they feel so stressed and uncomfortable.
Yeah. And then even when you're working at the school, like, that is overstim city 24/7, because it's like kids are yelling, they're screaming, you've got fucking fluorescent lights and drop ceilings everywhere. That's already going to contribute to depression. If they had sheets at the school, I promise you they'd be microfiber.
They'd be microfiber and the kids would hate it.
Can I be honest? I'm loving this little window right here where I can just kind of look over at you. It is really something.
I don't know if I've talked about this, but in high school and as a young person, I didn't know sensory stuff. And my parents would burn, they would use the fireplace and it would smell for days.
Oh, yeah.
And the smell, I can't explain how unhappy I would be. And I would be like, I would get mad and say, stop using the fireplace. It stinks. And then they'd make fun of me because I hated the smell.
Well, because,
or would complain about it.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know that the reason it was a sensory thing for me. And I didn't know that until, last 10 years. But to just thinking about them burning stuff in that fireplace right now makes me want to jump in a lake. The smell.
I know
it'd be so upsetting. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't relax.
It's the weirdest. It's like a salty smell too, almost. Do you know what I'm talking about? The fireplace smell? Because we had one in my house growing up and we never used it, but I still remember the fucking stank from it.
I don't know what. I think it was our chimney was dirty and it needed to be cleaned, and a lot of the smoke came inside instead of going up.
Yeah.
So,
oh God, I can smell it right now.
I like a fireplace, but that one wasn't properly ventilated.
No, it wasn't.
It was too much, and everything smelled like campfire smoke, and it was just too much.
That's what the campfire smoke, though, that it has this weird kind of salty, earthy smell to it.
Earthy.
That like, I can't stop saying earthy because I've been researching the fuck out of chimneys because chimneys. This is going to be a chimney heavy episode. I can tell you that right the fuck now.
She couldn't wait. I was in my car just taking a moment. She came out there with her shorts, coffee, and half shirt to tell me about that chimney situation. She'd been researching and Google Lensing it. And it's not good news.
No, it is. It's definitely not good news, but it makes sense. So, if you watched last week, you saw there was kind of a mold debacle. I was held in contempt of court by Judge Libbie and Judge Cecilia. I think Judge Cecilia is cooler, honestly.
Judge CC.
Judge CC.
That's what they called me at Steak and Shake when I worked there, CC.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, we got CC right here. I just found out Sophia's girlfriend's nickname when she was growing up was Chrissy Gold Digger.
Wow.
They would call her that. And it
Why?
was like, her name is Kristen. And she didn't like when people called her Chrissy or, because people fuck your name up, man. That happens all the time. Like, I'm a Christina, but I go by Tina. I can't tell you how many times I've been called Chris or Christine.
Oh, God, Chris.
It's just like, what? Do I look like I have a short haircut to you? Do I look like John and Kate +8? Don't call me Chris. Don't call me Chris, and don't ask me if I have a lighter.
There was a gal at my work whose name was Kristen, and I called her Chrissy.
You did?
Yeah. On purpose.
Well, it's so funny because, like, when people called me Chrissy when I was younger, I always fucking hated it. And we got into this whole big like conversation about it. It's me, Sophia, and Chrissy Gold Digger. That's
Why
what
they add the gold digger though?
because she said when she was young that she wanted to be a fashion designer, and her family roasted her because they're, whatever. They're just like, oh, Chrissy wants to be a fashion designer. Look at her. She's going to be a little fashion designer, and she's going to get a lot of money living in New York. She's a gold digger. That they like, so
Well,
somehow
a gold digger is a person that gets money from someone else.
I know,
Her
but
family was wrong.
I think they were just trashy, and they were like, she wants to go to New York. She's a gold digger. Like, I think it was just trash like that. But either way, the name was horrible for her, and she hated it. But I've heard Sophia call her that lately, and I've laughed every time because it's so...
She should start going by that.
Well, we're calling her constantly. And
does she like it, or is she mad?
this is the great part. While we were having this whole conversation the other day about like people calling you Chrissy and how that is offensive. As a Christina, if you call me Chrissy, fuck you.
We're going to start calling Tina Chrissy.
I hate it. I hate it more than anything because we realized this when we dug deep. Kristen hated it too. She thought they were making fun of her. And they were making fun of her. They were being mean to her, and they were like roasting her. But Chrissy also is like the side character Barbie. That's like the fucking, like, she's like the fucking sidekick. You don't want to be a Chrissy. You want to be a Barbie.
Well, there's a Chrissy on Three's Company, and she's a sidekick, but she's also the hottest of them.
Yeah.
She's an airhead, but the hottest.
Yeah, she was. She was the hottest. But yeah, so basically.
Don't move that.
I wanted it to be able to. She likes it now, and so we're healing her trauma. Is literally what she said. She was a little drunk, like a little tipsy when she was talking about it. So I could tell that it actually did hurt her feelings really badly when she was younger. She's like, "Oh my god, they were so mean about it, and they would always say it, and I hated it so much." And it's kind of been like nice and healing to have like my friend saying it, because I laugh at it. I'm like, you're the least gold digger person I know. She's lived in the same place for 10 years like I have. But
she seems very earthy and
earthy.
I
bet they got a chimney.
She definitely has a chimney.
If you live in St. Louis City, you got a chimney somewhere.
Well, I'm going to give a shout out to Chrissy Gold Digger. Yep. I think that name is cool.
Me too.
And I don't know if you're going to go on the cruise again, Chrissy Gold Digger. She was on the cruise, wasn't she?
She was, and
wasn't she in the titty contest?
Yes, she was in the titty contest.
And had I known your name was Chrissy Gold Digger, I would have picked you.
Yeah, we need Chrissy Gold Digger. They've been talking about the cruise.
I think her tits are too nice. That's why I didn't pick them.
For sure, she was too hot. That's the thing.
Don't come up there with nice tits and expect to win. Yeah. I'm voting on longevity.
That's what applies to her. Okay.
I'm voting to long. I'm voting to sag. And I'm voting for transparent colored nipple.
I'm generally voting for some kind of surface area and a small nipple. Do you want to know the best part about when Chrissy Gold Digger was diving into her trauma about this whole thing? I promise you, she was wearing the same outfit, like fake bikini cover up that we always wear and that she wore on the cruise that we all did.
Yeah.
So she was wearing hers, and it was like the orange tiger slutty one,
Oh.
And then she had big orange
like
hoops
a
and
gold digger.
Exactly. It was so perfect. And then we started talking about the cruise, and they're like, we need to get the family discount. When's that coming up again? So
I've been asking Chelcie, I'm like, when is, and she's like, it's probably going to be soon.
I know. And that's what I told all the friends. I told like a couple of my like friends and family, I'm like, listen, if you're going to hold out, there may be a little option for you there at the end. And I can't promise you anything. This thing's on high demand.
It's not reserved. It's not reserved. People sell it out. No friends and family. I
can't even tell you how much more mentally prepared I am for the cruise and just for this life that we live.
This life that we live. I'm just a lonesome cowboy on a horse. Oh, look, you can't see it.
Look, dude. So when I found this lamp, technically this constitutes as a bargain corner episode too for my channel. But I got this fucking lamp after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl in Las Vegas.
You brought this home from Las Vegas?
Yeah, we had the trailer because we
Oh,
were there.
shit.
We were stopping in Vegas in between a break. And that's when I got this fucking beautiful hand carved Chiefs thing. And here, let me show you the best part. Bet you didn't know this was coming. It is.
Uh-oh.
Guess what? Guess what else it came with? Came with this chief. But I didn't want to be a
Came with a little bit of racism.
Came with a little bit of racism, a little bit of cultural appropriation, because I'll be honest, guys, let's just go ahead and look. The vibe on here, there's a lot of things going on. Down here we have a horseshoe. Down here we have the original chief that was there. Then we have the chiefs. And then on the side we've got some Christian crosses. We got a cross there, someone bending a knee, a horse. We've got over here, this is where it gets really cool. We've got, yeah, let's go the other way.
Turn the beat around. Whoa.
You see that? This is, what's that, a bunny on a horse?
I'm thinking they're putting a Native American on there that has a feather on its head.
Oh, fuck. I literally thought that was, I think that's a bunny riding a horse.
It could be. But this one where the
Bunny is a rider. Bunny is a rider. That's what that is.
What is Bunny is a rider?
You know, that's like a thing they say. I know there's like a bunny is a rider. Google it, please.
Is it a sports reference?
I think it's a song. I know there's a Caroline Polachek song where she like remixes Bunny is a rider, and I think everyone knows it. Oh, look, I could have just twisted it, Libbie. I was fucking going ham. But yeah, this is that's definitely a bunny. Not a native, but I think this was I'll be honest, I think this was a Native American lamp, probably some kind of like horse cowboy mix lamp, and then they appropriated it even more by carving the chief's thing into it, and then this guy right here. And listen, he's held on by a little piece of tape, so that's why I don't have him on there, and also because, you know,
I don't think that's a bunny.
You don't
He's
think
got arms. Look at his arms.
I think it's a fucking bunny.
Look at his arms.
Let me see him. Turn him over to me. This is technically an art episode. Oh my God, you're right. He has feet. Oh my God. Oh my God,
And that's
guys.
okay. Sometimes we're wrong.
I didn't make this. I just bought it because of the Chiefs. The Chiefs have just won the Super Bowl. I didn't know. How was I supposed to know?
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was sitting down at night reading a book by this, I would never get up.
Isn't this literally like the comfiest setup? I was actually thinking that while we were sitting here recording. I was like, okay, you know what? I did get a little mad when I saw some comments that were like, I like the episodes on the couch better. This is why I got mad, because it's just, we put a lot of work into it. And I know you guys were probably just trying to be nice and sweet to us while we're doing road episodes. And the back of the backdrop definitely looked like a staged home in Arrested Development that was about to fall over, you know, like we were living in a fake rental. But you know, I was kind of like, oh God, you know, we put so much work into it and we have all these great episodes and it hasn't caught on and no one cares. And, you know, all my self-loathing bullshit. But let me tell you something, y'all, there's a little bit of rightness to everything, because I'm sitting here in this chair and Libbie's sitting there in that chair. We're looking at this light. We got fans blowing.
And it's good that I can't see myself, because I know if I saw myself, I would be mad at the way I'm sitting and the way that my abdomen probably looks right now.
Sure. And this is just making it be that much more in the moment. And now I officially have my Russian doll tattoo in my, next to my Russian, this is from Russia.
Undocumented.
It's an undocumented Afghan that you hang on the wall. And now I've got it all here in STL.
I would wear that as a caftan if I had it, or a swimsuit cover up.
Oh yeah, it's fucking sexy.
Can't sleep. Can't sleep at night. Getting 3 hours of sleep a night.
Yeah, so we didn't dive too much into your self-care, what you've been doing the last few weeks.
I can't sleep. I don't know if it's menopause or what's going on, but I just can't sleep.
So whole first half of January, just trouble sleeping. Or
I
July.
was like, wait,
What am I talking about? July.
Just cannot sleep, dude.
I bet it is menopause because I actually have seen I know that's like a symptom. And people always say that when you get older, like you start having a lot more trouble sleeping.
Oh God, it's so frustrating. I take melatonin. I take
Tried Unisom.
Tylenol PM. Yeah, I switch back and forth. And
That's what Rafe does too. You guys are fucked.
is he going through menopause as well?
Think
Where
so.
is he? Why isn't he here?
I don't know.
I'm fucking pissed that he's not
I
here.
actually don't know. He called a bit ago, but it was like we were getting ready to record, and I was also on the horn with the chimney guy, so I had to decline his call because I was dealing with the chimney. And we'll get to the chimney here in a minute, but
Are those all rings over there?
no, that's a lot of rings and jewelry. I took all my jewelry and dumped it out right before
Okay.
it started to get my Slop City earrings in.
Okay.
You know how I am. I'm a dumper. I'm a piler.
Did you have a Easter egg that you have them in?
No, that's you know what this is?
Is
Let me
that
show
your
you guys.
lip chap?
Let me show you guys what we got going on. Actually, Libbie, you look so cute and the lighting's so good.
This lighting is good.
But with just all of it in here. Here's where I went hard. Just blasted everything open.
That looks like
So-
the top to a baby bottle.
It does, but it's an old Tic Tac case. It was a
Oh,
big
okay.
jumbo Tic Tac.
Tick-tock, paddywhack, give your dog a bone.
Okay, the angle is going to have been switched there. Gonna have to remember that. Guess what? Don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck at all.
You like how I have Miss Crystal on my thing?
I saw that and I got excited.
So, this is going to be Svetlana's area once the podcast is finally up and running and I can do everything. After Tammy Bangs, I think, is when that'll be.
TB.
End of July, because it's like we got to go for a week to Nashville. So I think when this episode comes out, we'll be back home. So hopefully Svetlana will be happening then. But either way, let's go ahead and give a round of applause for Miss Crystal.
Undocumented round of applause.
Give an undocumented round of applause. I love that we have changed it to undocumented now.
little
Just
social commentary.
a little social commentary for you. We've also got an undocumented flooring 512 magnet. Yep.
That's your biggest fan right there.
This guy right here,
That's your biggest fan.
Ryan Cahill, flooring 512. If you are in Austin, Texas, this is your guy. We've talked about him on the podcast many times. He has been DMing us from the Flooring 512 Instagram account. Very inside baseball things for, I would say, maybe 6 years.
We love referrals, it says.
I started getting DMs on my account, on Slop City, and Libbie did at 1.2, and it kind of just became a bit. We were like, dude, we love Flooring 512. We love this guy. And I was like, is this a scam? But the guy's on his business account sometimes answering stories, and it's just incredible. So
take a picture and send it to him.
he gave us this magnet last fall, 2024.
And was it in
Austin.
Austin.
At a Velveeta room.
Velveeta room.
The Velveeta cheese room. So I was like, oh my God, it's Flooring 512. And I think he wore his Flooring 512 polo
Oh my
or something
God.
like that there. I can't remember, but he had a magnet, and luckily I was able to get it almost instantly.
Where is my glasses?
I believe
I'm sending Ryan a message on Instagram to share with him that
how do we lose things in this small of an area? I want you guys to know this is literally our lives. It's just us doing this, looking for a vape, looking for glasses, just looking around all the time. Oh my God. I also got this fucking bag.
I want it.
$6 at, guess where?
Goodwill.
No.
Ross.
There is a motherfucking antique mall right next to the Pink Galleon. in. Hey, honeys, we're filming Slop City. You're fine. Harry's on the FaceTime.
Did you say, are you at the dentist?
Yeah, I thought I seen one of those white blue. Yeah, you know the little apron they put around your neck.
Oh my God, the fact that he asked if we're at the dentist, and I have a bit about being in my home and looking up at my drop ceilings and thinking I'm at the dentist. That's so fucking funny. Hell yeah, Harry, you look like a safety fucking inspector. Let me show him to the camera. Look at this motherfucker. Look at this motherfucker. What? Safety.
And so when they see me with this vest on, they know I'm talking big business.
They know you talking big business.
They don't just think you're just some guy. I can't find my glasses, Barbara.
I really don't know where they are.
Maybe I don't know what I did with them. Well, I'm gonna let you go. Barbara, they're right there by you. She stole my glasses.
Barbara, I stole your glasses. They're right here. I'm sorry. Barbara, that's the first time that I ever had your glasses when you're asking who had your glasses.
She stole my glasses.
Nice seeing you, Tina. I like your Chiefs lamp.
Thank you so much for saying that you love the Chiefs lamp. Thank you. I know. I got it in Vegas after they won the Super Bowl. $70. It was worth it.
Worth every penny.
Worth every freaking penny. Oh my God. What a
Hey.
nerd.
Pray up, okay?
Pray up, brothers.
I will. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Toodles.
Bye. Sorry about that.
Don't be. The fact that he called wearing the most aggressive safety vest in the world. And also, you're going to be so mad. Wait for this.
Uh-oh. 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 I can't wait to see what she shows me. I don't know why I can't find Ryan on here. I know he's sent me chat saying this is flooring 512. What
Bro, you're going to be so pissed. Look.
Bro, and a safety hat?
Yep.
Wait, why do you have that?
So I think this company, Tarleton, did like an ad for the Rizzuto show.
Okay.
Or maybe Ray wrote a commercial for them. But bro, I have so much of these MF's merch. I have this. I've got the safety vest so that I can do some cool sketches. I have a lime highlighter yellow hoodie from them also. And I have a green bag that says Tarleton on it. And they also gave us a notebook in there that's Tarleton.
I didn't know there was construction merch, but I'm into it.
Oh, you know what? I might as well just show it all to you. You know,
This is really cool.
let me go all out.
If I had one of these in grade school, I could have been a crossing guard and nothing would have made me happier.
Dude, check out the fucking sweet bag they gave us.
Whoa. Let's see, what size is this? This is size 2XL. You could tell it's a larger size.
Hold on.
Fits me perfectly.
I'm coming.
This says I'm standing on
Yeah.
safe business.
Dude, are you
It even
kidding
zip-
me?
Whoa, that's awesome.
Look at that. Safety builds success. That's the name of this episode. Safety builds success.
Wow, look at this.
Because we're talking safety in sensory zones. We're talking safety. You know, I've got drive safe and save on my car now. Listen, this is a safety podcast. Oh my God. Get a picture of both of us right the fuck now. Oh, wait. I need to take it from my angle because that's where the light is.
I gotta take the grease off of there.
This is incredible. Hold on. The fucking prayer. The picture has this, the Christian cowboy kneeling and the Chiefs in the back. Oh man, really well-rounded photo. And you look like you just love the Lord.
Oh, I do.
Well, hold on. Let me get that so I can go and show it in there so that I don't have to edit it in. It's just going to make my life easier.
I just want to say Flooring 515 messaged me back and said, I love you guys so much.
Oh,
Sent
my.
him a picture of that.
That makes me really happy. Well, hey, Flooring 512, get on Tarleton's level, bro. You want to be one of the big dogs? You better fucking send us some merch.
I'm saying this is Tina's, what is that thing? Filing cabinet?
Yeah. It's my table for Svetlana. When, I think the number, I can't remember. It's 579 Ask Svet or 569 Ask Svet. No, there's not a 69 in it because I would have lost my mind over that.
69.
I can't remember the number, but either way, it'll probably be out by this time. But yeah, dude, Flooring 512, please send us merch. Libbie, send him my address so he can send us Flooring 512 merch.
Barbara, I'm not sending a man your address.
Well, guess what? I'm going to message that little boy all on my own, and I'm going to say to him, hey, I want me some Flooring 512 merch. This is a certified.
This is nice.
The fact that we're both holding up the things going, this is nice.
I mean, we're acting like we're holding gold bars.
I have never, it's like what? I am like, yeah, we got mold in our chimney next door, so it is pretty bad.
Chimney people show up, please be wearing it.
Unfortunately, I'm going to be out of town when they come. From now on, whenever a contractor or of any kind comes into my home, I'm going to be wearing this. I'm going to be standing in the street, showing them where to park, wearing this, going like that.
I can't believe that you've had this and never done anything.
Because I just got everything has literally just been in here in piles.
So you have stuff put away.
Now everything is, well, I still have a lot of the clothes to go through, but for the most part, like most of this, I would say I'm 85% organized over here.
Are you ready to sell?
I'm not ready to sell, but I am ready to start Svetlana's podcast, and I'm ready to start the bargain corner.
Well, my selling is not going good.
No.
Here's what's going on. I was on TikTok, and there was a video of me wearing one of the sweaters that I was going to sell.
Yeah.
I was going to put the picture of me in it on Poshmark and sell the sweater. And this girl goes, oh, is that sweater from Torrid? In the comments. And I go, yeah. And she goes, man, I've always wanted that sweater. And I go, well, I'll send it to you. And I sent it to her.
Free of cost?
Free of charge. Not only that, but it cost me $15 to send it.
Oh, yeah. People don't realize the shipping adds up, dude. When we paid for your fucking teeth, me and Chelcie were running a shipping business, man. Not really. I literally was like, I had to take everything. That's when I realized.
Point of contact.
Exactly. That's when I realized that I had admin skills,
Right.
Not only am I a handyman and a guy who can fix a chimney, or at least diagnose mold in a chimney that's coming into your house. That's what's going on next door. We'll get into that later, but
oh God, I'm giving away my merchandise is what I'm saying.
I know we're bad. We're terrible.
Well, I just thought, she said she wanted it, and she says I've always wanted that sweater, and I know how it is when you see something and you're like, man, I should have got that when it was on sale, and now it's, what do they call it? Dead stock.
Dead on the water. Dead on arrival. DOA.
So I sent it to her, and she was happy. She said, I love it.
Well, that's good. You made somebody's day.
And that's what we're all about, is making people's day and telling people about it so they know how good we are.
Guess what?
I could have not told that story.
You could have not told that story. Guess what? Let me one up you one more. You're not even going to believe this. This is how good of a person I am. I didn't even tell you guys about this when I was on tour. So remember when we were at that antique mall in OKC on like the last day, and I walked across the street to go get cigs at the gas station when it was about 175 degrees outside?
Remember?
So I walked across the street to the gas station to go get a pack of cigs and get some snacks. I'm in there. There's a really long line. There was this little girl in front of me. She was probably TBH.
Pedophile.
Oh my my God. We are literally so funny. It's insane.
So stupid.
Oh, that's the stupidest thing in the world, but for sure. So there was a little girl in there. Okay, so there was a little girl in there, and TBH looked like Chelcie/Lola as a young girl, like from the fucking video that Chelcie would play before her shows. Like she would do like a Tammy origin story video or whatever. And I don't know, this little girl was like up at the counter in front of me, and it was a long line, and it was so fucking hot out. And she's like buying snacks, buying a bag of Doritos, another bag of chips or something, and a couple sodas. And she like pulls out her money, this little girl, and they're like, it's going to be like 5 something something to her. And I was just like, I go, no. I was like, keep your money. I was like, put that in your pocket. I was like, let me pay for your stuff. And the little girl was like, thought I was telling her she couldn't have it or something at first. And so she would like backed away and like got scared. And I was like, no, I want to pay for your stuff. I was like, just, let me pay for your stuff. I got this. I was like, just keep that money. And she was like, oh, okay, thank you. And then I was in there checking out still, and I didn't even see where she walked out to.
That's grooming, by the way.
That's technically considered. Well, watch this. Watch what I did next to really groom it up. Then afterwards, I go outside and I see this little girl. She's sitting in the car, like with her, I would assume grandma or something, grandpa or something, beat to fucking shit. White truck, fucking parked in the disabled placard hanging from the door. It just looked like shit or whatever. And the little girl was so sweet that her grandma or someone was, I couldn't see. Listen, I only look at the kids. I don't look at the older people. I just, but for real, I didn't see. Then the girl like looked at me and like waved and like mouthed thank you. And it was really sweet.
She was mouthing.
She mouthed,
help. I'm being trafficked. He was like,
and I'm like, yeah, that Chomo van is awesome. You guys probably do a lot of chimney work. Tuck pointing.
Oh, that's sweet.
So yeah, I did that for that little girl. I did.
And then you were arrested by Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen's like, gotcha.
Yeah, for
gotcha.
sure.
Buying a minor candy across state lines, that's an oldie but goodie.
Here is the worst part. I acted like I was such a good person, and I'm like, that's the first time I've told that story.
Did you turn around and go, hey, did anybody see what I just did there?
Yeah, I looked around at everybody there. I was like, you guys think I'm a good guy? They were like, what? Why are you saying you're a guy? And they're like, you're in Oklahoma. And I'm like, no, it's not.
And then they started chanting, pedophile.
Yeah, then they were all like, lock her up. It was so cool. So yeah.
Shame. Well, that was a nice deed.
I did tell Rafe about it on the phone afterwards when I called to him and talked to him.
Well,
so I did tell someone. I don't want you to think that the good deed went fully unnoticed for 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
I didn't tell that story to sound like a good guy.
Yeah, you did.
I told it to show you that I'm not a businesswoman. I shouldn't be selling this stuff.
Yeah.
But there's a huge issue with my storage unit. It's 800 degrees. And there's also 2 very big bookcases in there that need to be out of there so that I can walk around in there. Right now I can't walk around. And I just keep thinking, I'll just wait till it's cooler to get these out of here. And I can't sell anything in my brain until those are gone.
I get that though, because it's like I think that kind of goes to how you and I are just very bad at like managing that kind of stuff. Because it's like for so long, I would just get stuck. I couldn't have direction in my day because I felt so bad, like my body and everything, my nervous system, all of that stuff. Like, but I felt so bad that I literally could not sit down to even like do something. Like I would constantly almost have to be moving or at least kind of like doing something else, just trying to give myself some direction in the day, because it's like I literally think it was like my body didn't know how to just like chill and wait and be like, okay, this is what you need to do now. You need to do this part. You need to do this. Like, it's like, it's hard. It's so hard to like organize your thoughts and all that stuff too. And then it's like truly, when you have no understanding of like why you feel so bad, like you don't know how to explain to someone, you're like, I don't know why I can't sit down and just clean this. I want to. Every time I do, I start to, but then I'm like, I'm thirsty. I need a cigarette. I should clean that. Maybe, it's like, but it's more so like your body is not just letting you like sit and be in the moment and be like, hey, you should focus on this. Because everything's firing all these signals and you're like bebopping around. You're like, fuck, I got to clean this before I do that. And then, and then you end up being a guy like us.
If you can relate, put relate in the comments.
Yeah, sound off in the comments and write relate if you relate to that. Sound off in the comments if you would also like to start wearing a hard hat whenever anyone comes to work on your home.
Because that's funny.
It's funny no matter what. I can do multiple things with it too. I don't have to address it, or I immediately address it.
Don't address it.
No, I think I say, hey, follow me.
And then they're going to be confident to follow you because you're wearing a hard hat.
Yeah. And I'll say, I got this for you guys inside if it's dark and you're working.
No, make them wear those as soon as they walk in, and don't even just be like, put this on.
Here's my thing. Tarleton, if people are showing up from this company and they're not wearing a hard hat or one of these, I'm going to be a bit upset.
Turn them away.
Yeah, I'll be like, no, you don't have the right. Sorry, we got a dress code here.
Not only a dress code, but a safety code.
Yeah, safety builds success.
This home has been accident-free for 2 hours or however long.
Yeah. Yep, that's true.
What you see back there?
Well,
what's this? This is a nice little hat. Is this for a child or a human adult?
That's for me. I think my mom got me that years ago.
Like
oh,
that.
I got a ton of stuff we can try on here.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, you need that. Guess what? That's yours. You can have it.
Oh, I'm not taking this.
No,
I'll
that's
never
yours.
wear it.
No, it's yours. You can take it. I'd love for you to have that.
I'd never wear it.
Worst business owners ever. Immediately giving everything away.
Well, I don't know about you, but I could use another coffee.
Oh, I am so ready for a Starbucks.
Right after this episode, guess what I'm doing?
You're getting a coffee. Yeah. We're getting coffees.
Yeah.
You're going to the Christina Cheeseman factory today, and that is going to be awesome.
Yeah, I have to leave here in about 2 hours and 30 minutes.
To get to the hair appointment?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's great.
We got a lot of time.
That's really great.
We could probably make another.
Maybe. Or we have Slop City visors in there that we could sign.
Oh.
And then
I should take some of those to on the road with me.
That's exactly what you should do. We're going to get you a little grab bag of Slop merch. All behind here. I know you guys are looking over to the right of here, and maybe you think, hey, what's going on back there? There is a lot of merch in there, and I hung a blanket over a light to hide it.
Well, you might also be thinking, hey, is that one of those blankets that you can buy from a gas station or a Love's truck stop? And it is.
Yep. Not only do I have one, but I have a total of 3 of these blankets on my person right now. I got one here, one to the right, covering merch boxes, making it look as though it's a bench.
Oh, it did. I thought I was going to sit on over there.
Yeah, I do need to put some signs up because safety builds success.
And, like,
I need to let everyone know, hey, please don't sit there. I'll put some cones up.
Did you give C Brains his? Oh, his was a jacket, wasn't it?
No, I have not given his. This is his.
Is it?
Yeah, this is his. Right here.
I thought you got him a green one.
I did. I got a green one, and then I also got this one, but I chose to keep the green one for myself because I'm a bad business owner.
Right.
Or I'm a very good business owner and interior designer.
I have some little bites on my foot that are just killing me.
Yeah.
Nothing is worse than a bite on your foot.
You know what? Rafe also. He has those all over. Cause okay, so now this brings, how much time do we have? Because this is perfect.
We have about 16 minutes left.
That's great, because that's gonna wrap this up right into the chimney, because the bites bring us into it. Okay,
Ooh,
so
I gotta itch them. Ooh,
just so people can kind of get like a gauge of the time.
Oh my God, they're itching even worse now that I'm scratching them.
I got home from tour on June 30th, and then or on June 29th, and then I dropped Rafe off at the airport June 30th. So basically, it was like I got home, had one day, then dropped him off. He went to South Carolina for a week and did shows with our buddy Greg Warren, and we talked about briefly recently, whatever. So Rafe was out there doing shows for an entire week, and I was at home, and he told me, like, we had an AC unit that had a problem, and he took it out of the wall and all that stuff, set up a new one. And he was like, hey, this AC unit was leaking. It's kind of, whatever. Basically, we don't have any time. So we have to like quickly communicate things to each other right now, like in passing, so he
like
tells me
ships in a night, in the night.
Like ships in the night. He tells me the situation, and I'm kind of like, all right, let me check this out. So basically, once I get home, clean all of our stuff, all of my shit from tour, all of my shit I piled over here, because it was like, just putting things in one closet to hide. I got to see the mold, and basically under my windowsill, the wall is caving in. It is like wet to the touch, but there's no water or anything behind it.
Yeah, there is.
Well, okay, Libbie thinks there is water.
The insulation is wet.
Okay, so basically, imagine a corner of the kitchen, and there's plaster walls built around it, covering an old chimney. We don't use that chimney, but the chimney is where our furnace and all that shit comes out. Learned all of this going online, Googling about chimneys and how they function. But basically, everything came together, and I have noticed that there's fucking mold all over the chimney on the outside, and it's coming in and all this. But I want to have you guys see the congruence of the events and how crazy it was, because I'm at home in St. Louis looking at all this mold stuff, finally talking to my landlord, getting everything set up. And I'm like, this is bad, dude. Like the walls pushing in, I'm spooked. And then Rafe is in South Carolina doing a week. They had the day off on 4th of July. So they go over to the Comedy Cabana. They go to the Comedy Cabana owner's place for 4th of July to celebrate. And they're hanging out there, and the house is nice. And Rafe is kind of doing bits like, damn, you guys could have paid me a lot more and shit like that, whatever. And they're like, man, what's crazy is the little condo that you guys are staying in, that we have all the headliners stay in. They're like, so when we first moved to Myrtle Beach, they bought that condo, the comedy condo, and they lived in it, and the woman started to get sick. So she started to like kind of have this, she is explaining it to Rafe. She's like, we found out basically the home had mold, and all of my symptoms were because of the mold. And she's like, I felt like I could never clear my throat properly. And like, I was always like, like, basically every fucking symptom that Rafe has, this woman is explaining to Rafe. She's like, and this is all unwarranted. Rafe hasn't been like, yeah, we got mold in my house, things aren't going well, you got any money? He wasn't doing any of that. They're just jibber jabbering, whatever. She's telling him about the spot, giving all the symptoms, and Rafe is sitting there listening intently and patiently like, holy fuck, this is every fucking symptom that I have. And then
that is fucking wild.
Then he tells her, okay, well, we basically just found out like we've got some kind of mold situation in our house, and we don't know where it's coming from. It's there. We just got to figure out the source. So fast forward, like a week in now, Libbie comes over. I'm wearing my hard hat. I've diagnosed the chimney. I looked at the chimney on that side, and then I looked at the chimney on this side. Chimney on this side, not mildewy, not moldy, whatever. Chimney on our side, mildewy, you can literally see it on the outside. And I Google Lens shit. I was cross-referencing, okay? Google Lens chimneys. I said, hey, chimney repair near me, all that. Either way, I think that is nothing has been officially confirmed by a chimney man or a mold person.
A chimney sweep.
We have a chimney sweep, which, by the way, badass name. I mean, those guys are not fucking around. They're like, we are certified chimney sweeps. They're very serious about it. And I get it. I get why they
It's
thought
an age-old profession too.
it really
They've been
is.
doing that since the industrial era, you know?
And it's like it works well when it's maintained and stuff like the brick and all that. I love brick. I would love to have all a nice, great old home one day, but I don't want to live in one that is molding. I have a feeling that when they get inside that chimney next week, like I think it's gonna be a lot worse than they think. I think they're gonna have to fucking excavate it. I mean, mold grew on a backpack that was in a side closet that's like, so basically chimney's in the middle. Imagine chimney's in the middle of the house. So it's like, this is the outdoor outside. Chimney's in the middle. There's a little patio door going outside there. And then there's my kitchen inside. So there's water leaking, I think, all over and just slowly spreading all over the house. It's really a long process. It's probably been going on maybe 100 years, maybe 50 years, maybe 30 years, maybe 15. Who knows? We don't know. But
Did the lady say that was the utility chimney?
I didn't understand what the fuck she meant.
I think because there's a fireplace chimney, and then there's a chimney where, like, from the basement, if there's a
Gas, the furnace.
yeah, that's
Yes. So that's what I was actually trying to explain. And I think I didn't understand the terminology because I'm a new chimney sweep certified
right.
person.
So it's not from a fireplace, then it's just from the exhaust of the gas. and
Yes.
stuff. Is there a kitchen exhaust hooked to it or a bathroom?
I don't believe so. Well, yes, there was. So that's the other thing. Remember when they redid my bathroom?
Mhm.
That there was a chimney there. And I think that was probably the fireplace chimney over there because they had to redo all of that. They had to take out the entire bathroom because water was dripping in
There
from
was
there.
a fireplace in the bathroom?
There, yes. Well, no. Yes. Sorry. I know I sound all over the place. I don't know the actual terminology for these things. All of this is new to me. That's why I sound like Judge
Oh.
Judy. I could never really lie, guys.
I don't think there was a fireplace over there. I think they just had the chimney spouts or whatever.
But maybe way back when, back in the day.
oh, maybe they had
that's why I think that one was the fireplace chimney. And I think that
where was the fireplace?
I don't know.
It might have been from, like, maybe in the basement. Maybe this is what they're using the one when they use coal and stuff.
Okay,
So maybe
I think the bathroom ones, the ones that were over there that went directly into like the basement spot, I think those were the coal burning ones. And now I think the ones that we have on the outside on both spots that are like right there or basically right next to us.
good thing
Go.
you had your hard hat
Good thing
on.
I had my hat on, dude. I could have fucking died.
Well, we're not chimney experts.
We're
What I'm
not-
trying to say.
No, we're not chimney experts, but here's what I'll say. The chimney on this side that's dry does not have the black stuff on the top of the thing. And then
What
black.
if the black stuff on the top is soot?
It's not though. It's not. Because
There's definitely mold, because I opened up that door over there to a room that I didn't even know existed, and it's all over the wall, all over the door. I don't know if it's mold or mildew on the door. I know there's probably mold down there, but on the door, is that mildew or mold?
I think it's mildew because the mildew is like what comes from, I think, the moisture source because it's like it'll get onto everything in there. So that's like the mildew is probably a symptom of the mold. Wow. We are experts.
Yeah, as soon as I opened that door, I saw that light colored
Yeah, and I never noticed
over
that either.
everything. I'm like, ooh. And I noticed that because I used to have that in my basement, the mildew.
Yep. So basically, all of us have missed a lot of signs is what's happening. Is Rafe and I missed it. The landlord missed it. The fucking guy that came and redid our bathroom a couple of years ago. We should have had him check on stuff then. But listen, I don't own this fucking place. So I don't think about stuff like that. I've just been living in it and having psoriasis and, you know, whatever. Now I have allergies that are super weird, which actually makes sense if the mold is coming into the full on house. I bet that's why I've been
I looked up the difference between mold and mildew.
Were we right?
Mildew is a type of mold that typically appears as flat, powdery, or downy growth,
Okay.
often white, gray, or yellow.
Okay, so we do have that in there. That
Mold,
was
on the other hand, can be fuzzy or slimy and come in a wider range of colors, including black, green, or blue. Oh, God, I'm going to puke.
I don't know why I just got so scared that it wasn't recording.
Is it still recording?
It's still recording, bitch.
Mildew is easier to remove than mold. Mold actually gets into it.
Okay, so that's the
mildew is surface.
Okay, so all of the brick and all that stuff, the mortar, there are parts of it that are, I mean, it is the, oh shit. I'll be able to actually show you the chimney pictures. And I am going to put the chimney pictures in to the podcast.
Chimney.
Writing it down right now so I actually remember and no one yells at me.
Mildew is, ugh. Bathroom mold. How to kill. Now I'm really on a
end of pod. Chimney photos.
All right, let's look at different. Ooh.
Yeah. So you'll see it. But either way, we're getting it fixed. And, you know, Rafe and I are kind of looking into maybe buying a house. I'm not the one who could do it. He could do it. But, you know, we'll see. But I've been spending a lot of time outside and, you know, now that I'm a stay-at-home worker, I'll just have to be over here.
A stay-at-home mom?
Now I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm a stay-at-home mom / chimney sweep /
What if you're growing penicillin over there? You could sell that stuff.
Oh, that would be sick. Maybe I can grow some mushrooms.
I'm looking at all kind of different.
Oh God, I bet I could grow so many mushrooms in there.
Oh, you probably could. Well, this is really cool. I can't wait till we get to the bottom of this.
Me too, but we're getting closer. I mean, and we've gotten each week on the episodes, we've gotten a little closer, you know, because now that you like said that you, whatever, like that you didn't stay here, it's like, it totally makes sense to me why you didn't stay here, but I also didn't explain everything properly. And it's like, I also didn't realize that until yesterday. Like I just was like trying to figure out the chimney stuff and the plaster. And then everyone's like, yeah, it's probably mold in the chimney. And then, I mean, I would say this podcast probably holds the world record, Guinness Book of World Records, for how many times someone said chimney or chimney in it.
And mold.
And mold. And
what? That one, yeah. The one that's going to get us flagged.
For sure. Oh, God. Well, this has just been really wonderful. Did this come
with the lamp too?
No, I got that from my family when I went to St. Petersburg in Russia.
Okay.
I got this from my family. My family gave me lots of gifts when I went to visit St. Petersburg for first time.
Like,
they gave me this guy right here, says Petersburg. It says in English and in Russian. Saved it.
Close my eyes on that one.
Here's what I'll say. Don't know. I would have been able to catch that quickly a few months ago.
But you did, and that's all that matters.
I think is also from Russia. I feel like my cousin gave it to me. This is a good ring holder. That's what I should use it as.
I could put the cocaine.
I can put my cocaine and my stuff in here. Oh, yeah. You know what I do need to show you guys on here soon? I need to show you my Soviet poison ring that I got. After Rafe's grandma passed, they went through a lot of her stuff, and she had a really big family and just collected a lot of stuff and lived in an old house that her and her husband built. And we got like some of her jewelry and stuff like that.
They stole it.
Yeah, it was a bonanza. It was a jewelry bonanza.
She went in there and stole stuff.
Yeah, but I did get a Soviet poison ring. Like I need to take it to a place. I need to call NPR, Antiques Roadshow, and have them check that thing out.
Oh, for sure. Because have them come look at your mold.
Yeah, I'll have them check that out too. Some weird guy's like, "Hello, I'm Richard Amdeturo. It's like, you sound a lot like Richard Attenborough. No, I'm Richard Attenborough. And I'm here to look at the mold in your little poison ring.
Inside of your pussy.
And inside of you. All right, guys. Well, hey, remember, here at Slop City.
We got 57 seconds yet. Don't act like this is over. Don't be trying to wrap up. Just kidding. Got him.
Safety builds success. Hey, this is what I will say. I do like sitting in these chairs during a podcast.
Oh, they're nice. It's so much nicer than sitting erect.
It's like, it's just so much more chill. I wonder if there's a way we could make it more living space in Randy's place so
what
that
if we get
don't.
2 chairs like this?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. And then that way he can have his living room back and get that stupid fucking table out of there.
Let's suggest that.
Let's suggest that. Sound off in the comments if you think that we should each have a recliner at Randy's chair,
God,
at Randy's place. I really think that'll take it to the next level. That's what we need to do. We don't need to get more techie. We need to get more comfy. We need to get more sloppy.
And then he could take out all the bookcases and stuff. Well, there it is, guys.
Oh my God, look at what just happened right at the end.
What the fuck?
I grabbed the fucking hanger, hooked onto the cord. Why is my life like this?
Yeah, I think we should sit like this.
I really do. It's really nice and it makes me feel comfy and cozy. If I had a little laptop in front of me, oh God, the possibilities that we could have. This is a really great podcast.
And then we could have a table with the mic stands that go right into our mouth.
I know. And Randy will be I'll pick it up here in a minute, guys. Don't worry. Hey, don't forget this. Thank you, Heaven from Ohio.
I got mine that says Puncher in the Cooter.
Yep. All right. We love you guys.
Peace.
That's the Slop City Slop Corner.
Slop City.
Yeah, Libbie's going to be selling merch.